there and welcome back. So I thought as we're going through, I would answer some of the comments, the ones that have been showing up. Not that there are many lately, but I've got a whole list of comments from before, and I thought I've got time because at the moment they don't want me to do videos on anything in particular. So this one, I love this one, and I'm so grateful for this comment. Again, it's going to pop up here. I'll say it before I start reading. What I find sad is when I listen to someone online with real spiritual teachings who then say they can teach me more if I sign up for their classes, which cost hundreds of dollars. So in essence, they're holding back teachings until they are paid for it. God gave you this information for free to share with His people. It just doesn't sit well with me, and I cut off from those people. I love this comment. So much has come up with this comment. Firstly, thank you so much, Pat, for this gorgeous comment. Now, this was me for a very long time. And because this was me for a very long time, I wasn't here talking to you about my beautiful books because I felt uncomfortable receiving money for something that I was given. And my beautiful team, it wasn't until about 2 weeks ago that I was talking to my friend and I was encouraging her with her business that I received a huge download that everything I have done with these books in this world is considered work. Hours sitting at a computer typing all of this up. Hours editing. Money spent on publishing. That's an investment. It's a business. But if I didn't publish them, nobody would have this information in the world. It wouldn't be available. Not through me, anyway. If I hadn't have made the effort to publish them, they wouldn't be here right now for you. And these books, this information, completely changed my life. Forever. I mean, I got nothing. But what I wanted to, there were so many things that were coming through with this gorgeous comment. First of all, take a deep breath in. We have so much conditioning around money, my beautiful beings. So much conditioning. And the information that's come through for me lately about all of this is that money is energy. We are energy. God is energy. So let me say that again. Money is energy. And more important than money is energy. You are in a relationship with money. Yep, I said it. There it is. Just like you are in a relationship with your partner, and you are in a relationship with your children, and you are in a relationship with your parents, you are in a relationship with money. How many of you do not allow love in because you are not good enough? You can't be loved. You can't allow that beautiful love to come in because you're not good enough. You're not worthy to receive love from those around you that love you. I know because I was one of them for such a long time. I wasn't good enough for my first partner. And for a long time, I wasn't good enough to be with my husband. For a long time. So many times I've tried to walk out of this relationship because I don't feel good enough. Until one day you realize, hang on a minute. I am the love. I am spirit in human form. How can I not be good enough to receive love when I am love? And the same way that we feel about our partners, and some of us, we feel this way about our children. that we're not worthy of their love. We're not good enough to receive the love of these beautiful beings that are so pure and so innocent when they come into the world. The same happens with money. All through our childhood, all this conditioning has happened with us and money. We observe how our parents interact with money, their energy with money. And I know for me, my parents came from South America and they came to Australia with absolutely nothing but the clothes on their back, not a cent in their pocket, to make a life for themselves here, because they didn't want us growing up in the same poverty that they had experienced. But my whole childhood, there's this underlying energy of lack and scarcity surrounding money. No matter what we had, no matter how much we had. Growing up, my dad was a builder. He completely renovated the house that we lived in. We had the most beautiful house in the street because my dad was a builder. He was a bricklayer. We had a rumpus room. Nobody had a rumpus room in those days. We had the largest kitchen I've ever seen, that to this day I have not had a kitchen that big in my house. Not that I want a kitchen that big, because it's too much work. But to this day, I've hardly seen a kitchen that big in any house, no matter how big the house is that I've been to, because my mum loved cooking. And so my dad built her this gorgeous, huge kitchen with one side of the kitchen was all cabinets for storing. And the other side was where the stovetop was, where the fridge was, where all the cooking side was. And in the middle was a gorgeous island with the top, you know, it's an island that sits in the middle of a kitchen, and then you prepare things there, you know, for cooking. So, you know, I grew up with this abundance. We always had food on the table. And for me, many times it was too much food. I couldn't eat all of it. And I was always getting in trouble for not finishing what was on my plate. I just couldn't finish it. I had to struggle to get through it all. And yet, growing up, you know, I had clothes. And because my mum came from such a poor background, we only had new clothes. I don't know what it is to wear secondhand clothes as a child. To her, that was, she was ashamed, I guess, of us wearing secondhand clothes. She didn't want us wearing clothes that weren't ours first. And yet, as a grown-up, it's become one of my favorite things to do, to go to the secondhand shops and to find clothes that are secondhand. I come home and I wash them and I put them on. I don't care. But I'm recycling. I'm not, you know, adding more to the consumption, you know, of new. I don't need it to be new. You know, it's just, for me, it's just clothes. But I find it curious that amongst all that abundance that we had growing up, there was still an underlying energy of lack and scarcity. Lack and scarcity when it came to money. And a feeling of unworthiness. Now, I know for me as well that it wasn't just my parents' underlying energy with money, but we went to Catholic church every Sunday, and there we were conditioned to believe that money was the root of all evil, that money was bad. It was a sin to have too much money. Now, looking back on it, yes, I can understand that money would be a sin if you are hoarding out of greed because you want this money to have power over others. And yet you are mistreating others because you have all this money. Yes, I see that. It would be a sin if you are using it to harm others, to use others to your benefit. I can understand that. But most spiritual beings are not here to hoard money or to use it to harm others. You know, every time I think of when there is a flow of money, for me it's about publishing the next book. And yes, it is about creating courses. At the moment, all I have is coaching. So if people want assistance with anything, you can have me one-on-one. Bring in the team and let's see where we go from here. But again, you are in control. What is it that you want to work on? What is it that you need assistance with? Because only you know what your path is. I'm not here to tell you what your path is. I don't have that information. I only have mine. So all we can do in sitting with you, either for a Reiki session or for coaching, is to assist. You know, listen, observe, assist. If information comes through as we're working together, yes, I'm going to pass that on because that's what I'm here for. Just as I'm here with every video, every time I read a comment and I get a download and I come and I record. Now, what I wanted to make perfectly clear in this video is that I don't hold anything back. Anyone that knows me knows that I'm not one to hold anything back. And every time I'm in the middle of writing a book, there is this urgency within me that it needs to be finished. It needs to be shared. Because I don't know when it's my time. Nobody knows when it's their time. I don't know if I'm here tomorrow or the day after that or the day after that. So what am I holding on for? Why would I need to hold anything for myself? What would be the purpose? For me, I remember way back when I first started teaching piano, I'd moved to this area. And in this area, we are surrounded by schools. So my mentality as I moved in here was, this is going to be easy. There are schools everywhere. There's abundance of students for me to teach piano. I was so excited. And there was this beautiful fruit and veggie shop at the top of the in our area. It's a little bit further than the top of the street. And I remember printing out this beautiful advertisement to put up there because we were allowed to put them up for free. And I asked permission from the shop and they said, sure, you know, you're a local and you buy here. And yes, of course. So I put my ad up. The following day, I go to buy fruit and veg from the shop because I used to go there almost every day. I'd like to get things fresh and eat it in the day. But I can walk there. It was a good distance for walking and coming back. And I go back and my ad had been taken down. But there was another ad for another piano teacher. So I waited another week and I thought, okay, I'll try again. And I went and I asked permission. They said, of course. So I put my ad up. And again, the next day I went and my ad had been taken down. Now, what I took away from that was that the other piano teachers in the area seem to think that there is a lack of students in this area. There isn't enough to go around. And so I came home laughing that day with that idea of how we look at the world. Here I am thinking, oh my God, look at all the fish in the sea. You know, this is going to be easy. You know, I'm going to fill up my slots so easily. And I did. I put an ad in the local paper and within 2 weeks, all my slots were taken. And, you know, because you only have a certain amount of slots that you can do with the children after school. So Monday to Friday was pretty much booked in the first 2 weeks that I started advertising. And then, as fate would have it, once I was fully booked, I haven't had to advertise ever again because it was always word of mouth after that. You know, the parents I already had would already be telling their friends, and it got to a point where at one point I had over 80 students, and these are one-on-one students, half-hour lessons each. So I was fully booked on a Saturday, I was working half a Sunday, and my Monday to Fridays were fully booked. And some days I was finishing at 8:30 at night. So, but that was me because I was looking at the world as, oh, there's an abundance of students. I'm surrounded by schools. Whereas the people that kept pulling down my ad were threatened that I was going to take away their work. You see? And this is how money works. Money, if you look at it, it's an energy. You can think of money as it's lack and scarcity. Yes, you can keep going with that attitude. I can't afford it. It's too expensive. Lack and scarcity, lack and scarcity. Or you can think, oh, there's an abundance of it. Just like I did with those students. There's an abundance of it. And there are multiple ways that money can come to me. It doesn't have to be just from the coaching. It doesn't have to be just from the Reiki. You know, I was trying to explain to one of my subscribers that on YouTube, eventually you get monetized. YouTube starts sending you checks once you get enough subscribers and enough watch hours clocked up. There's another source of income. Might be a small one, but it's something. I'm opening that door. So that's why every 100 subscribers, I give away a physical book, because it is my way of saying thank you for supporting this beautiful channel, for being a part of this beautiful community. So all of you that are here, that make comments, that subscribe, that watch the videos, especially the ones that watch to the end, are all assisting me on my journey. Now today, the thing that came through so strong was me thinking, if I go to work at an office as a receptionist, because I don't really have skills for anything else at the moment, you know, teaching piano is what I've been doing for 30 years, and that was pretty much my full-time thing until my daughter was born. So say I give everything up and I go to work at an office, 9 to 5. There's my 8 hours. There's my $1,000 a week. Thank you very much for coming. I'm answering phones and doing, you know, work, what people consider is good work, and you should be paid for it. And I'm making someone else rich. I'm helping someone else build their business. But today I was given the message that I'm here to do God's work. I am here to do God's business. I am here to spread His love and remind everybody of this beautiful love that they are. And I'm very sorry, but I would much prefer to get paid to do this than to be sitting in an office answering phones all day. That to me is empty work. It's not enriching anyone's life except for the person making all the profit that is paying me. My boss would be the one making all the profit. For what? To buy a new car? To buy another car? To pay off his house? Whatever. That would be the purpose of that work. To help someone else pay off their stuff. Accumulate more of their stuff. I'm not here for that. It's very clear to me that I'm not here to do any of that. I'm here to do God's work. And it is work. It takes time and it takes effort. And the most valuable resource that we have in this life is our time. Not the money, the time. We don't get our time back. Where we spend our time. If I can spend my time writing more books, creating courses that help people awaken, assisting people by coaching and allowing them to find their true path, what it is that they're meant to be doing here, I would rather be doing that work and get paid for that. And there was a comment at the end of that comment about Jesus and Buddha and all these wonderful people that have been, that just did it for free. And they were different times, because at that time Jesus could only reach the people that were right in front of him, right around him. Yes, the word would spread maybe to the towns surrounding, but we now have the internet and the beautiful word, the information that is given to us that we can share can reach everyone. It can reach anyone that needs it. But it takes time. It takes effort. And many times it takes advertising, and that also costs money. I've had to advertise to get this channel moving, to bring awareness to the channel so that people know that this information exists. To me, now that they've opened my eyes to what this is all for, what it's all about, there is no point me not moving forward, not trying to advertise and get people to know that this exists. That is what I'm here for. The money that comes in for me is to keep creating, to keep doing God's work, not for anything else. I've had the beautiful house. I know that doesn't bring happiness. We've had the new cars. Again, that's not the answer to happiness. Because at the end of it, what do we want the money for? When you think about it in your heart, what is the money for? So that's a question for you to sit with today. And let me know in the comments. If YouTube allows it, I might be able to see what people feel that money is really for. For me, it's an exchange. I exchange that so that I can keep doing this. It's that simple for me. I can keep creating, I can keep bringing all this beautiful work into the world. However that looks. In the videos, the information is going to show up first because it comes through first. And then eventually it's put into a book. But the information is always here first. If you go over to my Easy Mind, Easy Life YouTube channel, most of those videos are the information that's in these books. And it was already there long before it was here. And that YouTube channel is free. So the other thing that I've been inspired to do is to create a donate button, and I'll be including that in the description. So if people feel, that there's value in a video and they want to donate something, even if it's $1, doesn't matter. Whatever comes through, it will all go back into publishing the next book, back into next year when I'm thinking of creating courses. Because all the information is here on the YouTube, in the YouTube channel, in the videos, but they're all scattered. Like I was thinking, I'm being guided to do a special course just for spirit guides. And as I put the playlists together, people may find it more beneficial to do a course where it's, the information is less, if you know what I mean. Like the most important information is extracted from each video and it's made into something a lot shorter that people can sit with and meditate, and the course will be different, but it will be extracting all the information that is already here. Because I have no reason to be holding on to information for myself. I don't need anything. That mentality is a lack mentality. When people hold things back for their courses, they hold on to the most important thing for their courses. That's a lack mentality. It doesn't matter. The course is a different way of assimilating the same information. Some people are happy to sit here for half an hour and listen to a video. Other people don't have the time. And at least with courses, you can sit through and do it in your own time. If the video is only 5 minutes long, you can sit with that for the day and begin the process of learning how to talk to your spirit guides. All of these things. So I hope that answers the question around money and receiving money. We are the ones that create the blocks around money. We are the ones that create the judgments around money. But to me this morning, it was made very clear when my spirit team came in and said to me, if you went to work a 9-to-5 job, yes, you would get paid, you would be fine for the week. You pay off your bills, you pay off all the things you need. But who is it serving? It's serving one person so that they can make money, so that they can pay off their stuff. You're only serving one business. They said to me, but you are here to do God's work. And I know in my heart that they will provide because they want me to do this work. They're the ones that give me all this information to share. Spirit, my spirit team. So I hope that answers your question. Anytime something comes up for you around money, sit with yourself. In this moment, close your eyes and think about the word money. How does it make you feel? How does the word money make you feel? You can open your eyes now. Let me know in the comments. Remember, you are in a relationship with money. You decide whether your energy with money is of lack and scarcity or if it is of abundance. You decide. You choose. It's up to you. This is your life. All right, my beautiful beings. I love you guys so much. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages. And I pray for an abundance for all of you. What we wish for others, we give to ourselves. All right, my beautiful beings. Bye for now.